Hola, greetings and salutations, folks. It is I, your host, Cinema Kane, coming back at you today, and today we are talking Ghostbusters Afterlife. I told you I was going to get to all the canon Ghostbusters movies before the year ended, and here we are in November, and I'm coming to you with Afterlife. So, those of us who've been fans of the franchise for as long as we have, had been waiting on Ghostbusters 3 since 1989. 32 years we'd been waiting on Ghostbusters 3. Finally, it comes to us in the form of Afterlife. And if you're a Ghostbusters fan, this movie is full of fan service. But the way they do it is they come in through the side. They don't give you a direct sequel that is starring the original cast of characters. No, this time around they said it's just not the same without Egon. So they made a movie that focused on the Spengler family, a group of characters that they were brand new to the franchise, and we found out that Egon had an estranged daughter, a granddaughter named Phoebe who looked remarkably like him, and a grandson named Trevor, who also looked somewhat like him. And the granddaughter meets the ghost of her grandpa, Egon Spengler, a Ghostbuster. And together, this family with a group of new characters, including Podcast and Lucky. Podcast is my favorite. I love that character. I love that actor. Logan Kim killed that performance. But the entire cast does a great job in this, especially McKenna Grace as Phoebe. And they are going around solving a paranormal mystery about why Summerville, Oklahoma was suddenly a blip on the map town suddenly became important to ghosts. Who knows why? Well, Egon knew why, and before he passed away, he set up a series of traps in order to try and stop what was about to happen. What was about to happen, you might ask? Well, Gozer was going to rise. And sure enough, Gozer arose again. We got new representations of Zool and the Keymaster. And, I love the character of Gary Gruberson as played by Paul Rudd in this flick. He totally represents the Ghostbusters fan base, in my opinion. And he's such a great character. And here's the thing, folks. I've been a substitute teacher, so I related to that aspect of his character too. As someone who has donned a Ghostbusters flight suit in the last several years every Halloween because he loves this franchise that much, all I can tell you is bustin' makes me feel good, and this movie pulled at my heartstrings. I've never cried as hard as I have at a movie, but for the last 15 minutes of Ghostbusters. Ghostbusters Afterlife is that good. The last 15 minutes when they bring out the original characters and they seamlessly recreated a digital rendition of a ghost of Harold Ramis, making him look lifelike. And he gave us as fans a moment to reflect on his passing and be truly grateful for the performance he gave us all those years ago. As a lifelong Ghostbusters fan, someone who loves this franchise, I can't say enough good things about Ghostbusters Afterlife. If you're a longtime fan, you owe it to yourself to see it if you've never seen it. And if you're a newcomer to the franchise, you definitely should check this out too, because this is a great way to introduce your kids or your grandkids to the Ghostbusters franchise, because they're going to recognize more of the actors this way. But Bill Murray, Dan Aykroyd, and Ernie Hudson are only on screen for about 10 minutes maybe total. But you know what? It was enough, because they may all be pushing over 70, but I got to see my childhood heroes on the big screen. And earlier this year, I got to see them in Frozen Empire again. And it was a phenomenal achievement what Ghostbusters Afterlife did. It brought my faith in this franchise back. It brought back so many happy memories of watching the Ghostbusters movie so many times over the years. And all I can say is, are you troubled by strange voices in the night? Do you experience feelings of dread in your basement or attic? Have you or any member of your family ever seen a spook, specter, or ghost? If the answer is yes, then pick up the phone and call the professionals. I'm your host, Cinema Kane. I hope you enjoyed this review of Ghostbusters Afterlife. If you did, don't forget to click like. Don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to click that bell notification so you know every time Cinema Kane has a new video uploaded. And don't forget to share this on all your social media platforms in an effort to help me grow my channel. And I'll see you next time at the video store.